listen-only mode.
Hello everyone and welcome to another FxEdge Power Hour. I'm Marcello Ducille. Today is March 26, 2013. We're going to do today what I've done for years, which is an analysis of the markets and evaluation of our strategies, which are based upon the 5 p.m. Eastern Time close of our daily bars and our 4-hour bars. Thereafter, we will have a brief questions and answers session. So let's go ahead and get started. Yesterday, I expected for us to have a move up and then a push down. So we expected a retracement in the market and then a push down. What we did have instead is just a sideways movement in the market. We were in consolidation. So essentially, everything that I said yesterday still stands, except that it is delayed. It has been delayed one day. Let's start by talking about this euro dollar, and we're going to start with our STP series. So we do have a floor here that I think is established, and I think we can maintain that floor is pretty solid now, as we have touches at 128.43, 128.55, 128.29, and 128.28. So right about 128.35 in that area is really where our area of support and resistance is, and this is where we are right now. Had a huge reversal candle yesterday, all right, coming into this session. But it really hasn't done very much of anything. So we had a bounce off of that 28.28 area, which is our low, and price moved up to 128.89. Honestly, if you look at it on the lower time frames, you see that just price really vacillated. Nothing really happened at all. Okay, so let me show you what that looks like. All right, so this is where we are, and you can see here that we've had these big candles up and down. Nothing's really happening. No net movement on the day for the euro dollar. This is a better depiction of what's going on here. So all these bars, 2 days basically worth of bars, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. A day and a half worth of bars here, and we have no net movement. Nothing's happening. As you can see here, we do have a trend line that's undergirding here, and we do expect for price to kind of test the highs here again and then push down. And that's pretty much what we're waiting for here. Another consolidation is what we have. We probably will see some good movement today going into tomorrow. All right, so that is the euro dollar. Where are we as far as that's concerned? Euro dollar, we jumped into a trade at 128.51. We have a stop loss at 129.61, and we have a take profit set to 127.47. 7 pips. We're 7 pips behind right now, and we're going to have to wait and see where price goes from here. We're just going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see where the market goes, but we do expect we still have a sell bias, if you will. We expect the market to its overall direction to be in the direction of a sell, and we're going to have to keep watching that to see how that plays out. So I'm going to extend this line. This is our lower channel. I'll talk to you about that as we get to the FxEdge Quattro. All right, so dollar Swiss down 4 pips. All right, so the euro dollar down 4 pips. Dollar Swiss here, we had this huge reversal candle. It really bounced right off of this trend line here that is now resistance, as you can see, and actually lines up very, very well with the 9,500 area. And what you'll notice here is that 9,500 areas, which we've demarcated in blue, they cross, and that's exactly what we saw. We saw price go up, test 9,500. You can see we had a high of 9,503, and then we see price drop, come down just 30 pips, low of 94.70. So not a lot going on there either. 30 pip range here on the day. That is tiny for the dollar Swiss, even for the dollar Swiss. And we'll have to wait and see what happens. Now we have a change from red to green, and that's what we kind of wanted. But it's showing it to us on the day. That means that this day would have to close in a positive position for us to be able to take a buy trade from here. But all things being the same, if we come to tomorrow and this candle's here, then we will most likely have a buy trade. All right, on the dollar Swiss. Right now we're currently flat. Okay, pound dollar. Pound dollar, I think we've overall had a sell bias here. You can see here we had a sell reversal candle. And you can see here that we've had a doji on the day. So our open was 51.69, our close is 51.56, 13 pips of difference here. It definitely is showing indecision in the market as far as the pound dollar is concerned. Overall direction still sell though, because of our trend lines that we have here. The breakout to the upside was not in any way productive, and we of course are below our 15 or 200 EMAs. And as you can see here, we're potentially going to have another sell trade on the pound dollar coming up in the next day, potentially. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Looks like it's lining up, and if if we maintain the status quo here, we're going to have a sell trade. All right, so the pound yen, I talked about this 50 EMA being a strong area of support, and lo and behold, this is exactly what we have. We had an open at 142.89. We went down to 142.45, which is where our trend line is, okay, or our moving averages, and we bounced right off of it, moved up to 143.52 before closing at 143.15. Not a huge move on the day, but certainly in accordance with what our forecast was or what our analysis of the markets is saying. 50 EMA is definitely being respected for the time being, and we're still in consolidation. All of those things we have said, this is what we believe to be true for the time being. So continue to look for bounces between these 2 points until we have a breakout. All right, so the Aussie dollar continues its assault to the upside here. You can see it. We broke through that 10.0450 area, closed above it, and we're really adhering to this trend line very, very well. Right on this trend line is 1.0433, and we were, let's see, 1.0440, and we had a low of 1.0446. So basically the market is using this trend line to bounce and to continue to move up. We're most likely going to see a move all the way up to 1.0500. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And we don't have a trade at all. We've got a lot of big movement. Even if we had a red bar here, there's too much buy pressure for us to consider a sell here. And so the automation will not do that. All right, our euro yen, as you can see, I jumped into a euro yen all the way up here. We had a change from green to red, gets us into a sell. We had multiple bounces off 12600 and then drop. We dropped all the way down, and bounced right back off of it, and we're kind of bouncing between these 2 points below the 50 EMA and this trend line here. And so that's where we are for the time being on the euro yen. Consolidation, clearly, guys, we've been in consolidation for a while, which leads me to be when we do have a breakout, it's going to be sizable. It's going to be like Christmas time. So BWers, watch out for that. You're going to want to make sure that you're online and your stuff is up and running, because when we do have these breakout trades, as we're most likely going to have very soon, and this actually looks like a big M formation, which bodes well. It's kind of like a double top. Actually bodes well for a sell here. So if we do get a sell opportunity on the euro yen, we're more likely going to see also opportunities on the euro dollar continuing, etc. So if this does follow through, then we could have a massive sell-off in the market. Now, that leaves much to be said, because we do have time to, we've got to wait and see confirmations as far as that's concerned. But guys, when you have a huge consolidation like this, it's like pressure is building up in a bottle. You're shaking it back and forth between 2 points, kind of like a soda bottle. When you open that thing up, it's going to blow, and that's what we're more likely than not going to see here, because we've been in consolidation for the last month and a half. So we actually have fared pretty well, considering that this consolidation has been so long and has not really given us very much to work with. All right, so that's the euro yen. We're currently up 340 pips on this euro yen. How fortunate are we? We're going to wait and see what other trades develop here. And it looks like we have a green bar here. We'll have to wait and see what happens on the close of today, because that could actually close out our euro yen sell and perhaps get us into a buy. So we'll see. If we get a sell-off, more likely than not, this will decrease. It may actually invalidate this green bar, even if it is green, and give us room for another sell add-on opportunity. All right, so the euro yen. So guys, basically we jumped into a sell trade here on the IBL, on the euro dollar. Price broke to the low side, and you can see here that price has moved back up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our stop loss has moved down here, or I should say it's still at break even. We're getting ready to move it down to this point here. Price does not move up. We're going to lock in about 50 pips of profit there. So we have a couple more bars left to go as far as that's concerned, and that's about it for the IBL euro dollar. Okay, we also have 1, 2, 3 breakout to the upside. Let me make sure. All right, sorry, this is a 2-bar actually, and so it invalidates this sell reversal candle, so it's not valid. Okay, so we're flat in the market on the IBO. All right, let's take a look at our beloved channel. I actually like this better than I like the rest of them. This tells the story much better, I think. And as you can see here, we have this channel, we have the upper channel, we have the lower channel. We bounce off the lower channel and move back up. Okay, we spent the entire day yesterday bouncing in between these points. We have had no real net movement. We could most likely, when you look at this chart, it makes you feel like price should be able to move up to that upper channel before it comes back down. Depends on what the market wants to do, but we're definitely in a channel for the time being, and we'll have to see a definitive break to believe that we're no longer in this channel, not in this consolidation heading down. I mean, it's trending down, but it's still in a consolidation because we're expecting a bounce off the low to back to the high. And those are what we're looking for. As far as our FxEdge Quattro is concerned, we had a change from green to red. Gets us into a sell, valid sell. 129.39, 50 pips of risk. Price moves down. Maximum favorable excursion of just about 100 pips. And now we have a 12-bar trailing stop, and we're still in that trade, currently up 65 pips. All right, so triple threat 3X, nothing's going on there. No trade there as of yet. Not so good news on the ATR Sniper. ATR Sniper actually took a hit. Did well on the way down here. We made some money. Closed out the second position for profit. But then we had a sell trade here, followed by a buy trade right after that. And that hurt us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put actually new settings up for the ATR Sniper. I'm going to work on it today and get it out and make sure that our filters are in play the way that they should be. And let me just check on that. And I think we'll be ready to go. I mean, I think the ATR Sniper is a great trade. I just think we're in consolidation, and consolidation has been what has held us back for the most part here, you know. All right, with that having said that, thanks for your time, guys. I'll be back here tomorrow. So we're in consolidation, guys. We're going to look for a push up, then followed by a push back down, because the overall direction, we're in a consolidation, but the overall direction, I think, short term is a buy, long term is a sell. Okay. With that, I'll talk to you soon. All the best.